Rice Stadium here in Santa Clara. Well, straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. That's Samuel, caught left side. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Swinging this out for Pollard. Gets around him. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing. Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They're moving all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago with a victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, What do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. He may go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Play action. Now Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
The Niners had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 10.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther. Hey, check that. Check that. Street. Check smash. Check smash.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he will find his man, Samuel. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wilson. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, and it's Pollard again.
Taken down at the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
On play action, Prescott. And it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it.
Left side to Lamb.
A solid stiff arm. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Prescott on first down.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Past the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Give him 32 on the play.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, Wilson.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. .35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
CD with the catch, of course, coming off of a monstrous 2022 with the Cowboys. 5th in the league in catches, 6th in yards, and took that jump from being a star to one of the league's elite wide receivers.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Option play, here's Pollard.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Play action now. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Pollard.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Pollard again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Now receiver in motion left. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Wilson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Panther 11. Rocco 80. Go check. Go check.
McCaffrey running up the middle. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go play action with Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
49ers 24.
The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
The all-pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Panther Street. Panther Street. Check. Hurt. Hurt.
Here's Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready up. Hurt. Hurt. There. Right back at 60.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
They go play action now. Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Debo going in motion left.
18, Pioneer. Hey, check that. Street. Check smash. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
No. Check go.
Again, McCaffrey. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do him much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here comes 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson.
Oh, and that nearly ended him. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Go, check, go, check. Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Now Wilson. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. And that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw, Prescott.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
It's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is third down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. That's caught out wide by Cooks.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Complete. Pollard.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Dak.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and 1.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
Oh, no, and this is a disaster. They try to fake spike, and he gets sacked.